Do the thing. What's on your easel? What's on your easel? What's on your easel today? All right. If you guys don't know Bill Flowers is the snake artist on YouTube, and he is a conservation artist, and he goes out into the wilderness and sees wild and dangerous and things that most people would say are scary or ugly or whatever. And his view of it is that all nature is beautiful. And so he will drop down to the ground and get face to face with an alligator, or in my instance, when he came through here, we put him up here for a couple of days and took him out and introduced him to a rattlesnake. So he got to draw and sketch a rattlesnake. He got in the swamps in Florida with an alligator. He found an even bigger rattlesnake in Colorado. And he's all the time getting up next to Tasmanian devils and wallabies and the Lady Jennifer, and various other dangerous things in the world. And he draws and sketches them and paints them and puts them on display to celebrate, not only to celebrate their beauty, but to bring awareness to their conservation efforts. So if you're not following Bill Flowers on YouTube, you need to look him up, the snake artist. It's awesome. So anyway, back to what's on your easel. Okay, so the mighty J, the Viking. Make sure I'm on the right camera. Am I on the right camera? Yes, I am on the right camera. The mighty J, the Viking, is continuing to work on his painting of Jamie Lynn, artist poet girl, and her husband. And you can see this week he's got more background done, more skin tones, more of the Hawaiian shirt. So it is coming along nicely. How much longer do you think it'll take, Jay? How much more do you think you have to do on it? It's not really blushing, Bill, until the beard blushes. He's got this awesome beard. The beard deserves its own channel. So Jay will answer us here in a minute how much longer he thinks it'll take on that. But Jay, that's coming along really well. The sexy redheaded Darcy sends in a skelecat. He says he's got about 2 weeks or so, depending on other commissions. So keep watching. Be sure and watch this space, and you'll get to see that thing come to fruition. She made a cat and she stitched it, and then she started painting it. Oh, and now she's made it into a skelecat. Let's see if it'll let me. Let's see if it'll let me slideshow it. No, it's not going to let me slideshow it. Okay, but we'll go through it real quick. So back in February, she just made this cat, 2 pieces of calico stitched together. Stuffed and given 2 coats of gesso. She lost inspiration, didn't know what she wanted to do with it, put it in a drawer, some brown coats of paint. Then she decided to make it a black cat. Draw a cat! Then she put a sugar skull on it and some other skeletal decorations. Bones already. She stamped some roses and glued them on with satin glaze. Butterflies. So there's the butterfly. I guess that's the back of the cat. And there's the front of this cat. She gave the whole thing another coat of satin glaze to seal everything in, so you can see it's shiny, and she added some whiskers. Nice stuff, Darce. Nice stuff. Fun times. Very creative. Very fun times. That cat has been through a lot, Bill. You're exactly right. All right, and then let's see here. Let's see, that was the sexy red-headed Darcy. That was Jay the Viking. Pneumatic Rose. Pauline. Uh-oh, Pauline sent something in. It just says Pauline. Uh-oh. Is she here? She's not here. Pauline sent something, but it didn't come through. So, nothing on there. So, Pneumatic Rose, if you're watching, send it again. We'll put it on for next week. And then Athala sends in, oh goodness, if you'll remember her hedgehogs that she was making out of folded books, she's got a Canadian Thanksgiving hedgehog. I wonder if I can make that any larger. Not really. Okay, so she has a Canadian Thanksgiving hedgehog. A little fence row around it. A little cornucopia. Sphenoid. Darcy's going on about sphenoid bones. So now she's got her little hedgehog turkey in a little fence row. She's putting some paper mache fruits into her cornucopia. That's going to be cute. You can see the corn. You can see the maize. You can see the pears. Apples. I don't know what these are going to be. Snakes or something. Asparagus. So Athala's having a crafty time with that. And then, who said they were trying to send me something? Somebody said they were trying to send me something. I don't have anything. Okay. What we do with these, if you've been noticing, is every week when the newsletter comes out, the newsletter comes out with links to the videos, and then it has links, and then it has copies of what people send in on their easels, so that everybody else gets a chance to be inspired by it also. So you can see there's last week's page. There's where Jay was last week on the painting. There's APG's 29 Faces participation, Anna's Whooping Crane, Carrie's page, the sexy redheaded Darcy's Stamped Out Lady, and her stamp in Craft Stamper magazine. So we send your work, everybody who's subscribed to the newsletter, and you can subscribe to the newsletter by going to artisticbiker.com/newsletter, or is it newsletter.artisticbiker.com? It'll be one of those two, but you can go there and you can subscribe to the newsletter and get this sent into your inbox. And if you miss the show, you'll at least get to see what everybody sent. On my easel, of course I don't have it handy. Where'd it go? Crap! It was right here. Ah! Nothing like being prepared. By God, this is nothing like being prepared. All right. Very quickly, on my easel, I am still going through with the daily 3-minute value sketches, and I think it's really helping. I really do. I really feel like every one of them I do. Where are the latest ones? I really feel like every one of them I do makes it a little makes the shading of a more realistic practice make more sense to me. So every time I do one, and it's just 3 minutes, and it's upside down, and so every time I do one, it's just it just makes more sense to me when I start sketching something else. And then of course I turn around and I do a pinup model, and I just spend like 5 minutes on the pinup model, 3 to 5 minutes on the pinup models. So I'm still doing that, and I'm still doing the watercolor faces. So as I go through my Facebook friends, there was 3.diva from last week. As I go through my Facebook friends, Laura Wojcicki, Lucy Swanson, I'm just going through, and I didn't get very many done this week, because what was supposed to be nightly is turned into semi-weekly. So that's what was on my easel. That's what was on your easel. If you would like to be a part of what's on your easel, simply send an email to blade@artisticbiker.com, and we'll use your works to encourage other people, because that's what this is all about, is to use your works to encourage other people, get people up and doing stuff. That's the whole reason we're doing this, is to encourage people to bring a little creativity into their lives. So send an email to blade@artisticbiker.com with easel in the subject line, and we'll get your works online with everybody else. That said, this is not quite dry. We're going to dry this real quick. We will take a little break, and we will be right back. Same artistic biker time, same artistic biker channel. And then we dance. And we dance. Are you dancing? Look at the boy dance. The boy's got the moves. The boy has got the moves. He's down here begging like you would not believe. And as soon as somebody is kind enough to tell us that they see us dancing, we will stop dancing and then scream, because the only reason we do this is to... Ooh, that feels nice. Okay, hey, Louise sees us dancing. Bye, everybody. Mwah.